everybody, and welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix, episode 105. Man, what? We're gonna be 5 episodes after the world tour already? Holy cow, this is like record time. Anyway, we are back here in the keep. Now, I told you at the end of last episode, I said, hey, we're gonna head to the end. I want to break away. I want to do something different. And then I logged on. I don't want to do something different. I want to do this. I want to work more on the keep. I'm really loving it and having a great time doing it. And I want to work more on it. So first thing I want to do today, I did work on a little bit of this. I started adding a couple little things up here. I want to work on a couple roofs today because man, adding in roofs to big builds really gives you a feel of how it's going to work out and how it is and what you're missing, probably primarily and most of all, right? You know, you can have a build, again, excuse my allergies, they are out of control again today. It's the worst. Anyway, so a couple things about roofs. First, you can tell, oh, you know, this needs to be taller, this needs to be a shorter, whatever, things like that for the skyline. But then also, it adds in color, and right now you can see I just have a giant gray behemoth, and what I want to do is I want to add in some more spruce, because we're going to go not too far away from what I've done here in the storage building here. Like if you look at this, I have a lot of spruce, and I do have some dark oak as well, but mostly spruce. And again, this red and pink. So that's going to be basically the color scheme over here to make the whole castle feel connected. In fact, the whole entire castle is going to be the same color scheme. I've been pretty adamant about not sticking to one color scheme for quite a long time now, but I think in this particular build, because it's all one real castle, I think that having one consistent feel is really the way to go. So I'm going to try to breathe here a little bit. I can play okay whenever I just recline, but whenever I set to record, all of a sudden I can't breathe again. So I'm going to work on this roof and that one and a couple others, and then we'll come back and talk. I made some improvements. I think it's starting to come together, and I'm really enjoying it. So let's go here and take a little bit of a fly and take a look here. Oh yeah. So I really like that. That roof turned out really well. I think it's cool. I think it's the right mix of a nice shape and also a little bit ramshackle, which I really like. This is going to be the red, that's red, and that one up there's red. So I'm going to have 3 nice big peaks. This roof is done with the raised ridges. I think that's cool. This one down here, not so much. I mean, it's nice. It's just I didn't do the raised ridges there. And yeah, I think it's starting to come together. Well, you know, windows obviously help just so much. So the next thing I have to do is I have to go do a terracotta run. I am not totally, I'm just about out of terracotta. So I put a beacon in the nether and it's crap. I was thinking like, oh, this would be great. I'll just go get all the blackstone. I found like 1 deposit blackstone within range of my beacon. Oh my goodness, I've done some serious grind. You'll notice some roofs, a bunch of floors, a ton of windows, and pretty much all the roofs, I think. So let's go out here. Boy, it makes a big difference on the inside, that's for sure. Also, you're finding a whole lot of great mob spots that are possible for them to spawn in, because it's pretty much a combat zone in here all the time. But here, let's go take a look. I really like it. I think this is off to a really great start, and yeah, I'm really psyched. I'm really psyched about the castle. You know, I've talked about this in other videos before, but you know, whenever you start a big build, you start with it and you're like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome, blah blah blah, and then you get to a point when you're very committed, like you have a lot of blocks put down or a big hole dug or whatever, and you're like, uh-oh, this looks terrible. Did I make a huge mistake? And then, you know, you just need to push through that. Just push and push and push, and then all of a sudden you get to a place where like, oh no, I didn't make a huge mistake. It looks good. We're not quite to where it looks good, unquote, there, but we're to a point where I think it looks okay. It's starting to come along. You're starting to get the shape of it. You're starting to get the grandeur of what this castle is going to be. You know, this is again just one of the many buildings that's going to be part of the castle. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think the dome actually adds a lot, and all the glass, I've switched from glass to this light gray stained glass texture because I don't want it all to be yellow, and I realized that there's a lot of yellow. The other thing I've switched to is I stopped using the spruce stairs on the top and bottom. I like how much I used of it. I just for future windows I don't want to use it because I don't want it to be too much. You know what I mean? So Yeah, it's good. It's good though. I think the outside over there is pretty bland. There's some other kind of bland spots here, like just like little things that I could just add in, like a couple easy windows, just something like this. That's just going to add some interest. You know, like that's so minor, something like that, for example. But if you come over here, it just puts something on that wall that I think makes it look kind of cool. Yeah, there's some other towers and stuff that I want to work out. I definitely want to come in with some spruce and do some sort of, I don't know what you call it, like overhangs, like kind of like what I did over here. Like with this, I would do kind of like that over here. That's just going to connect these here. I don't think I have any now yet, but I'm just about out of spruce, so I'm gonna have to go over to my upcoming haunted forest here and cut down some spruce. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll come back for the final touches. Let's take a look. See, I did a little bit more detailing and it's starting to really, really look nice. I mean, man, I can't believe how fast this is coming along. You know, it's hard to believe we just started building this thing last episode, and now look, it's starting to turn into a actual place. And yeah, we need a lot of detailing. You know, I might end up breaking this up into tiny little episodes. Like, we'll just, you know, we'll work on this hallway one episode. We'll work on, you know, this room over here one episode. Maybe this court. You know, just do some smaller stuff because again. Yeah, I'm getting into that area well, I'm getting in that habit of recording where I do a whole lot of stuff in one episode, which is cool, but that's not the point of this series. This series is supposed to be a place where, you know, we can hang out and we can build together and we can really talk about all the different details and all the different things that we want to do and all that kind of stuff. And you can't very well do that if you are building the entire thing off camera in between clips, you know? So, yeah, so this is basically the keep. Is there a way out? Yeah, there is. There are so many more detailed places left to go. Like, for example, this little place right here, I want to add in, I could add in walls here, but I'd much rather use spruce fence because spruce fence is going to bring in just a wee little bit of color. Not a lot, not a ton of color, but a little bit. You know, we can actually get rid of this and make this. Maybe we could do, this could be a walkway, like we could go right along here, something like that. And yeah, you know, I want there to be almost like a maze element to this, where you can just keep walking around and just keep finding new places. I find that to be a real rewarding way of building. It's kind of how I built my castle in the end in the Realm of Vasten season, well, the off season between 4 and 5, I think, or was it 5 and 6? Anyway, and yeah, I really like that style of building. I think it's a lot of fun. I need a crafting table. While I was recording this episode, it occurred to me that 116.2 came out today. That's how far ahead I am, and I should go get it. So I did go get it, and now we are in officially 116.2, which means we have access to the Piglin Brute, and probably coolest as a builder is the sideways chain. I'm not planning on using that at this exact moment yet, but it's pretty cool that it's there. In fact, I actually should start using some chains. You know, I don't know, like these fences that come down, they could absolutely be chains. And now that I actually have, you know, all the iron, excuse me, that I could ever want, why don't we make some chains? Just for fun. I'm not even actually 100% sure of the recipe, so why don't we just run it? I realize that chains are not brand new. Chains came out, you know, not just in 116.2, you know, but I think you need some nuggets and chains. Okay, so it's just 2 nuggets and thing. That's okay. I like the iron nugget getting some love here. Let's make a couple more of these. That would be cool. Let's make as many as we can. Now, I want to see. Can I make this sideways? No. Nope. Did Bedrock not get this? This is definitely 116.2. No? No? Why? Did we not get sideways chains? Oh, no. Is that true? I need to Google this. Let me check. Yeah, it turns out chains cannot be added horizontally in Bedrock yet, so that's fun. Why? Who knows? I don't know why. It seems like we didn't get the full 116.2 like Java did. So, okay then. Anyway, all right. Well, we know that is a not included bit, but I did add some logs here, and that helped a lot. I think. I think that really added a lot. You know, I was gonna put windows going up the tower, but honestly, I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't think it needs it, in fact, actually, at all. I think it's nice, and it's kind of plain a little bit, but I think that adds to it because the rest of this has so many windows and so many little interesting details. In fact, I would say that the exterior, for now, is largely done. There's some things like, for example, like right up there, I think we could do some love. Let's see. Yeah, we'll use spruce. I want to use spruce up in the front of this. I think that'll look nice. Okay, so let's do this a little bit together. Maybe not the whole thing, but some of it. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta get up there, and I think what we're gonna do is we're going to connect it kind of like this, going down to here a little bit, just so it looks like it has, I don't know, maybe enough sort of meat to actually hold the hold the upper part up. I think it'll be better. So we'll go here, and we'll go, it's 2 blocks in there, and cool. Okay, that works out really well. And then let me see here, let's make some of these guys, and then we'll go something like, you know what, let's go 2. Okay, there, and then there. Yeah, cool. And then, since I have these beautiful chains made up, let's go here and here, and there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Okay, let's just see how that one little tiny little change, see how it goes. That's just a tiny, I mean, that's basically how I detailed pretty close to everything. But let's take a look at, yeah, I think it's nice. It adds something. It adds something for sure. I think what we'll do is we'll go around the side. Yeah, maybe not actually. Maybe not the sides. You know, I was going to go around the sides there, but I think it might be better without. The other thing that kind of jumps out to me a little bit here is I don't really like this that much. Like, I don't like how the grass seems to just be sitting very nicely and pretty, like right here on top of the final block. So what I'd like to do is have a little bit of overhang coming down. Now that some of the grass is going to turn into dirt, and that's great because that's actually what I want. And yeah, so just a little bit of the overhang and make it look like, the dirt's just about to fall down, but hasn't quite yet. And then I think what we can do is make it actually look like it did fall down just a little bit, not a lot, but yeah, just some things like that are really going to help this out. And yeah, I know there's going to be houses along here as well, so I don't know how much we need, but just some, just some. Then we'll go over here, have some of this turn into dirt on the bottom. That would be nice. And let's see, how about there and there, and let's go here and there. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Now the next thing that we can do to even help more is help it out with some leaves. So we'll just do this, come down like that, and over here maybe coming down something like that. Let me leaf up the rest of this cliff around here, and maybe plant a couple trees. Maybe a couple little trees I think could be really nice. We'll see. Oh man, that helps so much. Oh, that's super cool. All right, let me plant some leaves. Very nice, very nice. A couple little bits of green. I don't want to overdo it yet because there's still a lot of building yet to do, but you know what, I think we're in a great place to sort of cut this one off here, and we'll see you all next time. A short episode today. I can just barely breathe, so I'm hanging on by a thread, but hopefully tomorrow my allergies will be a lot better and we'll get a lot more building. Okay, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye everybody.